Thank you, Mr President. On the 20th of February 2024, the government announced a statewide ban on the taking of eastern blue groper by any means with limited exclusion. By admission, the ban was imposed based on community sentiment following the rare instances of illegal spearing on the New South Wales south coast. The actions undertaken by those involved were undoubtedly ill-informed, ignorant and condemned by fellow fishers and spearos alike. To mitigate the wrong fisheries in New South Wales, police slapped the perpetrator with a wet lettuce in the form of an inapt fine and never communicated the reasons for such a low fine, subsequently fuelling further community outrage. Then, in a snap decision to extinguish that fire, along comes the government pointing their fire hose directly at line fishers. Now, fishers in Australia are culturally diverse and have a proven track record of both self-regulating and working with the government of the day to keep stocks healthy. It was actually the spearos back in the late 60s that flagged dwindling numbers with the government and recommended that action be taken to preserve stock levels. So it's little surprise that imposing a ban on the eastern blue groper with no data, no stock assessment, no index of abundance and no consultation prior to the ban has upset that industry. Before enacting any prohibition, the government should have considered a thorough impact assessment to justify the means and severity of a ban. Without empirical evidence demonstrating eastern blue groper stocks, an outright ban is arbitrary and could be beyond the government's regulatory mandate and seen to sit outside the objects of the Act. Yes, the government has the authority to make regulations in fisheries management, but a complete ban on the blue groper may be ruled disproportionate. Less restrictive measures may have been more appropriate. The fact that these were never sought from the Minister from her department may also contribute to a ruling of ultra vires. In matters of regulatory action, there is a presumption of lawfulness that attaches to government actions, and any restrictions imposed by the government should be justified by a legitimate public interest and must be proportionate to the desired outcome. Absence of compelling evidence demonstrating the necessity of a ban, the presumption of lawfulness would favour maintaining the status quo. So in conclusion, any attempt by the New South Wales Government to ban the blue groper must be scrutinised under the doctrine of ultra vires to ensure that it falls within the scope of its legal authority, and without a clear statutory basis, empirical evidence and a proportionate response, such a ban may actually be contested in court. Now, this is a matter that actually can be resolved with active conversation and consultation. I would say that the government has gone too far with this ban in this instance, but not too far that it can't be fixed. And my door is always open for that conversation.